This afternoon, it's about the move from watching to building a YouTube channel, the move from consuming YouTube content to actually being a YouTube creator. If you've ever said, I'm thinking about starting a channel, then this episode is for you. We want to welcome in our good friend in these YouTube streets. Friends, welcome Grant Campbell, who is with us as a YouTuber. Was Grant, how long has it been since you started your YouTube channel?
Oh, just about a week and a half.
I thought so. Wow. Well, congratulations. Congratulations for leveling up in 2026.
Thank you.
Thank you for being this is new things are happening in 2026. We're all leveling up. Grant Campbell is here with us this time as a YouTube content creator. And thank you for being here. Grant is my very special guest. And this is my first creator spotlight, a new segment that I am implementing on ShopTalk for 2026. And you are my very first guest.
Well, it's an honor.
Thank you so much, Grant. I think everyone is going to enjoy this experience. At least that is what I'm hoping for. And it's already it's a beautiful sunshiny day where I am. And what's the weather? I see the sun shining bright where you are as well, Grant.
It may be looking bright, but it's still about 30. So.
Ooh, whoa. I've got on two layers.
Yeah.
I've got on two layers. And we've got someone that you and I both know and love. It is Calamity Jane, JC, Calamity Jane. We want to welcome in. It's simply Debbie Sue. Look at all of these creators coming to say hey to Grant Campbell. And Grant moved from a viewer and consumer of YouTube content to YouTube content creator just about a week and a half ago. Y'all, it's utterly amazing just how fast that you can transition. I do know that I had the pleasure of meeting a Grant down in the comments when I was interviewing Joe's Sleep and Slim Down journey.
Mm-hmm.
And you were just chatting it up, so personable. You know, you kind of could just feel the energy coming through your comments through the chat. And you've now become a member on my channel. And I just love that you have taken the next step and now you're a YouTube content creator. It's one of our good friends, Darium, who's also wishing you well. Now, this is my first time having you on my Grace My panel, but I see you so many times in the YouTube streets. You are very coveted as a guest and a panelist. You want to share a little bit about that for us, Grant?
Oh yeah, Darium's a good supporter. I mean, if there's a professional supporter, it's Darium, and you know he's done a lot to help me, and he continues to do so. So has Calamity Jane or Jen. She's a great supporter, and they don't know how much it means to me, how much they've helped.
It really does. It really helps the content creator when they can identify a safe space to connect, to collaborate, and grow their channel as a new and a small YouTuber. And friends, I say that with intention because YouTube, the YouTube Partner Program, and the YouTube community, the conglomerate, the global conglomerate that is YouTube, they consider anyone with fewer than 500,000 subscribers as a small creator. So it is a fact. We all are still small and new creators. And welcome in, friends. Thank you all for being here as we do our very first, the inaugural spotlight on a YouTube content creator. And our creator for the day is none other than Grant Campbell. Grant has a new channel. And let me share that channel page with you all. I'll bring you up in just a second here, Grant. I want everyone to take a good look at how great this channel page looks for a new YouTuber who is just a 1.5 week old as a YouTuber. Super great looking channel page. You have a lot to be proud of.
Thank you. Well, I mean, and you're another one that's really helped in your previous episodes of helping guide me to know how to start.
No problem. That's what we're here for. I knew what it was like. I am not too much further along than you, Grant. I was fumbling around trying to start my channel, and my channel took off from about 200 subscribers to fully monetized in just 6 months.
Wow.
And I hope that because of folks like Darium, who already believe in you as a YouTuber, and JC Calamity Jane, and of course, the YouTube Content Creator Collective over here at ShopTalk, we believe in you too. I hope that you are able to fully monetize in fewer than 6 months. I believe you can do that too, because you really are strongly connected in these YouTube streets already.
Yes. Yeah. I've been trying to support all I can from the chat. And that's what's got me so aggravated right now, because I decided to create a new handle, new account for this. And that's one thing I would recommend to anybody else that's trying to get started. Probably better just to change the name on your existing account. Because I am still having trouble being able to participate in these live chats under that new account. I've researched, I've emailed YouTube because they really don't have a live chat for support, which I kind of disappointed in that. Maybe they'll get that one day. They have.
Well, I think the live chat is run through maybe Twitter.
It went through Google, I guess, where they own YouTube now, or however it's working. But they have a live chat for supporting subscriptions like the premium or YouTube TV or stuff like that. But then as soon as I asked about this, they said, well, you will have to email. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But they did respond pretty well. It took about 3 days, but they didn't really have any suggestions. They said, you're new. A lot of times when you have a lot of subscribers just like that, I mean, I don't have a ton, but 75 in a week and a half, I'm very thankful for. They said that I'm going to be flagged for a little while as being possibly a bot. So I'm trying to be patient, and occasionally, and I think I've actually been on yours a little bit under that handle, it'll start, then it stops. And it's like, man.
Really? Well, maybe this will kind of help to add credibility to your channel, because we certainly love you, Grant Campbell. We certainly like how you show up in the YouTube streets. And you are one of us now. We are you and you are us. Friends, Grant, I want to put your profile, your channel page up again. Grant, what made you start the channel? Grant's Faithful GLP-1 Journey.
Well,
how did you come with that name?
I don't know. It was something I really researched and prayed about, really. And you know, I wanted to show that through my journey, I've had to keep the faith through, you know, God, and try to keep the faith on the medicine, you know, all this. So, you know, I want to continue being faithful to myself and others in the journey.
See, I think people can already see your personality. You've got a winning personality. It is, in fact, just shining through. Just continue to be you. Are you nervous being on this panel today at all? How do you feel?
Well, thankfully, I've been on about 10 lives now. I actually have a playlist on here of all the lives I've been a part of. So I feel a little more comfortable than I probably did the first time on Anchor Moments. But
you have been tearing up these YouTube streets, and I congratulate you for that, because it really does help you develop your confidence, your flow, and going live and being on a collaborative panel or going live alone. It is not for the faint of heart. I am nervous each and every time that I go live, including right now in this moment. And so I just want to acknowledge that for everyone. Do you have any tips, Grant, for other folks who might be thinking about starting their own YouTube channel and what it might be like when they go live for the first time?
Well, you know, and I have yet to go live on my own. So that's still, I am nervous about that. But, you know, I would recommend having an outline of what you want to talk about, but don't be totally scripted either. I feel like it's more genuine if you're not totally scripted. I mean, there's a fine line and a fine balance there. Um, my latest story about the foot. I mean, I that was just from you know me. I didn't script that, and I just feel like it comes across better that way.
Yeah. I'm more of a person who likes to have some notes,
Right.
not a script though, because then that can be over rehearsed, right? But I'm one who kind of works from the bigger ideas, just the bullet points, and that's kind of what I do. But everyone finds their flow, and you do what would work best for you,
Absolutely.
and then I would just say, just enjoy it, enjoy the ride,
Mm.
have a growth mindset, and just be in a posture of, hey, if it didn't go as well as you thought, well, then you've got one under your belt and try it again, and it will
Exactly.
improve the next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would say. We've got so many friends. I want to make sure that you see all of your friends who are coming in to connect with you, Grant, and to say hello. And we are streaming from a vertical stream and horizontal stream. And which do you prefer as a YouTube consumer, Grant?
As a current subscriber to channels, I would rather have the horizontal. I don't know. It's just old school. I guess I'm used to it. But, I think we've talked before on one of your other episodes that I like the fact that vertical is better looking on the phone. I like how it's reaching out to people that's not subscribers a little more than horizontal is. However, I do not like the separation of chat. I just don't. And I think earlier I even said, "Oh, she must be a vertical," but I just missed her up the line there. Because I know us on this StreamYard end can see all that.
Mhm.
However, in the chat groups, they're separated. And I'm hoping StreamYard gets some kind of fix for that. But I think it's going to have to be a YouTube thing. I don't know.
Yeah. We've got Belt Loop who is sharing as a member of the Content Creator Collective. Welcome in, Belt Loop. Who says that if you are a newer YouTuber and you don't yet have those 50 required subscribers in order to go live on your own channel from your mobile phone, from your mobile device, it also requires that you log and register your cell phone number, etc., with YouTube, and then it takes about a day for that to be verified, etc. But if you have fewer than that and you would still like to kind of get your muscle up and test the waters, you can go live with someone else on their channel without yet having 50 subscribers, or you can go through a streaming service that runs adjacent to the YouTube streaming software, something like StreamYard, for instance. And that's what we're using today is StreamYard. Anything there with that, Grant?
Well, I thankfully already hit the 50 mark, so
Yes,
that was good. But to kind of follow up on what I was just talking about, Calamity Jane is saying YouTube has a fix, so we'll have to research that and see what that's all about for having just one chat.
Yeah, it came out of the gate that StreamYard was recently purchased by a larger entity.
Oh.
And they were the first ones, though, to offer what they call the Mars feature, offering the vertical and horizontal streaming at the same time for a channel creator. And then YouTube has now leveled up as well. And so they are actively working on that, and things are changing week to week, it seems. So I think it's good old American or global competition, right?
No doubt.
And yeah, and
Have you ever used YouTube to do this instead of StreamYard?
not I have had ShopTalk probably just once or twice using the YouTube streaming software. And the reason why I don't is that I tend to use visuals,
Sure.
like to show your channel page, etc., and to also show us. And that's just not, we're not, that I am aware of, we're not able to do that. It's just and it's just vertical. It
Sure.
used to be just vertical. So again, I did an interview and I had planned to use YouTube's streaming software to do the dual streams when I interviewed Chip Lowe from the Are You Locked In community. And that was way back in early December. And it just didn't work. It did not work. And so we had to quit, abandon that stream and come back over to StreamYard. And so I'll have to test it out.
Yeah.
Because I've just been going with what I know, because I am still very much a new YouTuber in these YouTube streets as well,
Absolutely.
Grant. And we are learning. We have to have that growth mindset. And just because you've learned something today, or you know one way to do it, remember, this is all based on technology and how well we use technology. And there are at least 12 ways to do anything dealing with technology. And your way, what I know for sure, Grant, is your way is not the only way, right?
Correct.
It's just the one way that I prefer to do it.
Yes.
And so always just keep that growth mindset is what I would tell you. Darium here is saying, gotcha. Yeah. JC says that a few creators have begun to try it out and use it. I can't wait to hear their feedback from that. And we want to ask you, creators, if you do have any questions for our creator, Grant Campbell, would you please go ahead and drop those in the chat at this moment, and I'll pop those up on the screen. And in the interim, I have some questions. And this is also a live Q&A for anyone thinking about starting a YouTube channel, or if you are a creator yourself. Go ahead and drop your questions here. And my co-host, Grant Campbell, we're going to help you to answer those questions. And if not, the Content Creator Collective is already here with us as well. And we're already having a great and lively discussion. Yeah. So Grant, it's not just you as a YouTuber. I love the introductory video. I've been binge watching your content in just a week and a half. You've got content on your channel. And I love the introduction of not just you, Grant, as a content creator, but also your lovely wife.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I knew if I was going to do this, I would need her support in doing it. And, you know, she's had such a journey herself that I want her to be able to tell people. I mean, I don't know how many times on other lives that I've shared her journey. You know, how's she doing? We'd love to see her. And, you know, she's been very hesitant to be on a live with someone else. So I said, well, would you be willing to help me? And she said, yes, I would. And, you know, hoping to get another one with us up soon. But, you know, you can see that I think it's going to be fun, our conversations with each other on there. So.
And congratulations to you both on your weight loss journey as part of your overall overhaul of your health and wellness. You have such a testimony, and I hope I'm teasing that enough for folks to get on over there to your channel and check you out. What's the title of that seminal video that you shared on your channel? What's the title of that about the foot?
Well, I just, you know, you've taught me something else, that keywords are key to get that algorithm to pick it up and grow. So I tried to use some pretty broad titles, and, you know, it just said Grant's diabetic foot story. So I'm trying to get YouTube to pick up not, you know, the diabetic term, foot, and foot turn, to try to get me out there. And you know, that's my first thumbnail like that. I look so serious, but it is a serious topic.
It is. I think you have a great tone, and you told a very compelling story. I was riveted to your story, Grant, and I watched it from beginning to end, commenting all the way through.
Thank you.
What a testimony. And I would add hashtag neuropathy.
Yeah.
That should be a hashtag that you use. And have you used the Ask Studio feature through YouTube Studio?
No, I have not yet.
Grant, that Ask Studio to give you a SEO optimized title and description for this video.
Right.
And tell Ask Studio that Kendi K sent you.
I will.
But that's where I get a lot of my titles from. It is through the YouTube AI feature called Ask the Studio. It will only give you information about your own content for your channel. You find it up there in the upper right hand corner
Okay.
by the create button when you're in the full desktop edition of YouTube Studio. And it kind of looks like a diamond shape.
Right.
And then hover over it, it turns a bright fuchsia pink, one of my favorite colors. So that's how you know it.
Well, I've been using Chat GPT a little bit. So.
And Chat GPT works as well as if you're going to use Chat GPT, and I do as well, but I'm only using it for free.
Yeah, me too.
Good for you. But yeah, so if you haven't used the Act Studio feature, and this is not just for Grant, make sure that you are using that feature because y'all, it's AI for YouTube and for YouTube content creators. Yeah. So let's answer a question, some questions coming in for us. Oh, and Gemini Diva has that question. She says, should we be using AI on our channels? And Grant says,
yes, absolutely.
Yes, I echo what Grant says. I use Ask Studio. It's a free AI feature directly through the YouTube Studio application. And so you need 2 or 3 apps from YouTube as a content creator. You're gonna mostly use the YouTube app, which you used as a viewer. And then you're going to download a new app called YouTube Studio. That's the YouTube Creators app. And then, friends, if you need to, I edit iMovie, but if you don't have editing software of your own to edit videos, long form videos, shorts, and things like that, then you also want to download the Create app. Again, free from YouTube Studio. Grant, I see a nod. Yeah. What do you do to create your content?
Well, I actually used that Create for the first time on that last video, and I didn't really use much of the AI with that, but I did use it to cut a portion out of it where I made a mistake, and it was really easy to cut, combine, and you're done. And this has been a learning, and it will be a learning experience for a while for me, editing videos like this. But did you happen to hear the audio at the beginning and end of my videos? I didn't know.
No. Was there something wrong? Or you thought it was wrong, but I didn't.
No, I was asking if you heard the background audio at the beginning and end of it. Welcome to my journey, I think is what it said. I have to give credit to Harjureen for that. She helped me develop that. So.
Oh, is there a song? Is that what you're telling us?
Yeah, a clip of one. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. She helped me customize one for my channel to do intros, and I did my outro with it too, or the boss way, whichever way you want to call her. And so I really want to give her credit for that.
Well, thank you for making mention of that, because that's what we do as the Content Creator Collective. And shout out to the Boss Way, otherwise known to us in these YouTube streets as Harjarina Net. She has created custom theme music for me because I have zero talent in that. And so congratulations to you for having fun and working to create music of your own, supported with another content creator. And congratulations to the Boss Way for reaching monetization in record time as well. Congratulations, D Boss Way. And friends, if you do have any questions, go ahead and drop those in the chat and we'll pop them on up. We've got our creator spotlight shining the light on our dear friend Grant Campbell, a new content creator in these YouTube streets. Gemini Diva says AI is taking over in a good way. And I agree. But there are ways that we see AI taking folks' jobs, things like that, and robots and all of the things. But friends, YouTube encourages you. They came out with new YouTube partner program policies in July of 2025. And they said, but let us be clear on this. We want you to continue to use AI to streamline your content creation process.
Mm-hmm.
They fully embrace the use of that, which is why they gave us the inspiration feature. If you've not checked that out, it will give you suggestions on content that, based on the content that you've already developed for your channel, it'll give you other suggestions. And now this new super cool Ask Studio feature, if you know nothing, Grant, if you want to say, hey, how did that video do about the diabetic foot? How did that video do? Is it SEO optimized? You literally just ask those questions.
Okay.
It is super easy. It's very, what they call, intuitive.
Mm-hmm.
I love it so much. It's one of my favorite things.
Okay.
At this moment.
Well, my wife said last night when I was typing out or trying to get the description, she said, do you know how long that would have taken you otherwise? I said, I know. But you just give a few key things to the AI and spits it out. It's amazing.
And for instance, let me share with you how I am going to pop us back up again with your fabulous channel page, because I want folks to know that they've reached your channel page when they see it. And friends, well, let's go back one. Let's go back even one. Look at the fabulosity of Grant Campbell on this thumbnail. Me and now I did use ChatGPT to create this thumbnail. I want to know, and it came up in less than 30 seconds.
Yes.
But I said, wait a minute, ChatGPT. Wait a minute. You have Grant Campbell looking all fabulous. And I'm like, look at that. I asked it to create the cartoon type figure,
right?
Using a photo of Grant. And I said, you got me looking like cartoon.
I was impressed. I really was. That's so cool.
What is that? Is that not a cool image? And so I'll pass that along to you, Grant, and hopefully you'll be able to incorporate it. Because I said, now why am I looking like, two-dimensional, and Grant is looking 3.5D, right? Or 4D, right?
I love it.
Wait a minute, I'm Kendi K all day, the facilitator of ShopTalk. But again, I'm the consummate host, and thank you for being our first creator for our Creator Spotlight segment, Grant. And so I guess it was meant to be for you to be all wonderful, and I love that for you. That is a great AI created, kind of a comic-like avatar-ish image for you. I just love it. It's great. It's amazing.
I think it's trying to tell me to color my beard a little more. I don't know.
It's a good look. It's a good look, and I can't wait. Well, I already did. I passed along the thumbnail to you and everything.
Yes, you did.
But I will ask it to separate you and just put you in all your glory so that you can use that and attach it as you're having fun creating all of these thumbnails. And that's one thing that I would share with any content creator is just have fun. Just have fun. Y'all, if you do have any questions for Grant, go ahead and put Q. Oh, here we go. Here they go. I'm just over here gabbing and I have to watch this chat. But Grant, don't worry about it. Your channel is linked to the top of the vertical and the horizontal stream, I think. But y'all let me know if you don't see it. I have it pinned to the top. Will you venture into the gaming community? Uh-oh, I didn't know about this aspect. They are waiting for you.
Apparently, I met some of them on Paul Amadeus's live. Is that how you say his name? And I guess some of the gaming community was supporting Jane on her live the other night. And I said, well, I play this and this. And then they're like, hey, let's go. And I'm like, okay. And I haven't quite gotten there yet. But I'll have to join. I'll have to join them on a night of playing. I think they were playing Fortnite, if I'm remembering right, last night. So I said, I'll have to get that going again.
Well, I've heard of the game Fortnite, and that's all I've got. That's all I've got. So are there any other games that you play beyond Fortnite?
Well, I had already told them that night Marvel Rivals is another free to download game that is available that I do play. So me and my son both, actually. So we have fun with it. And I've played online games for a long time, just with my family, really. So
Okay. Low Carb Queen says, hey, it's Darium, hail to the GLP-1 king. Shouts out to Darium. And you have mentioned the support that Darium is, so how he supports you even before you started your channel. So another kind human in the YouTube streets, even from the viewers side of things. Calamity Jane says, I played Fortnite with them last night. They are doing Marvel Rivals tonight.
Okay. Well, I got that.
Now, let me just give you a word to the wise, Grant.
Uh-huh.
Calamity Jane stays up in these streets at night now.
Oh, yeah.
Now, be careful.
Oh,
Be
yeah.
careful. She rides these YouTube streets at night. I mean that in love, JC, but she stays up half the night.
Well, I'm a night owl too. We've
are you really? Are you really? But let's talk a little bit about your wife and you all, and you introducing her as part of this channel too. I think that's wonderful, Grant, because what I would say, are you going to be a part-time content creator or a full-time content creator?
Oh, definitely part-time, because I work during the day, and thankfully I work from home though, so it makes me able to have something on the side and still be working. But it'll definitely be mainly in the evenings when I create or post or whatever.
Absolutely. And I'm a part-time creator too, because I work a full-time, but I work from, just like you do, Grant, I work from home. And so that does help a lot. But the thing that a new creator, to me, one of the things they're going to need more of as a YouTuber is more and more and more time. And so I love that you and your lovely wife are approaching this from a team perspective. Work together and grow the one channel. And then if you find ways that you might want to venture out and do other things, but put both of your collective energies into the one channel. And again, I did it in 6 months, starting with about 200 subs. I reached full monetization. I'm sure because you've already been out here making connections, networking, and just being a kind human, supporting so many, you're going to get that same level of love and interest and support back. As we both know, the GLP-1 community is super, super, super supportive.
Yes.
Do you want to share a little bit tell us more about your channel and what you hope to share on your channel?
Well, basically my GLP-1 journey has have started doing, and then also have my wife. I said, do you want to do some videos alone? And she's not quite there yet, so she's going to start probably on the next one, telling her story with me along there with her, because she was not and has not been on a GLP-1. She's been on different diets over the years, but the core thing was she did 1,200 calories a day. No, not a lot of carbs, not a lot of bread, all that. And her body allowed her to lose all that without any medical shots. So amazing. And she's a runner.
It is amazing. It is amazing.
And she's lost 160 pounds since February 23.
I could not believe that. I knew it was over 100 pounds. And I said, wow. And was she calling that the prison?
Yeah, she's going to have to explain that a little more in a future video. So that was kind of like
that's a whole series.
Yeah.
That's a whole series. That's a whole playlist on your channel. Okay.
True. Yeah. That's a good idea. No, it's Prism, like
Prism. Okay. PRISM.
Like off Pollyanna, the Prisms. But she I forget what it stands for, but it was something at our church they started doing back at that point in 23, and they don't do it anymore, but she kept just doing her rendition of it on her own after they stopped. And
oh wow,
it's kind of a between Weight Watchers and that, a little mix between the two. But yeah, that's one thing that is a great idea, to maybe her get that old book out and start going over what it entailed, and others might find that interesting to try themselves.
Absolutely. I would encourage you both to do that, and then talk about the Prism. diet program or weight loss program,
Yeah.
and then contrast that with what GLP-1 are you taking?
The Monjaro that's always the diabetic version of trizepatide, excuse me. And so to kind of finish answering your question there, so those are two big things. Something I want to delve into as well is we have a 11-year-old nonverbal autistic daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a journey in itself, and it continues to be. And so I feel like that is something that is just growing in this country, the prevalence of autism, or being able to identify it better.
Yes.
And in doing so, we need all the support we can get daily. And another shout out here, Felicia Marie B. She's another content creator. She and I are going to collaborate with that a little bit, and because she has an autistic child too. So I'm looking forward to that. And she's already said that on another live, so I'm not giving anything away. But
I love that. The more you collaborate, it's connect and grow, folks. It's connect and grow with like-minded individuals. And when you feel that you're in a safe space, collaborate. That is what YouTube says. And they said that in 2025. The CEO of YouTube said, the way to go is to connect and grow. Yeah, collaborate.
And then the last thing that we have on our minds right now to eventually get into is the issue of infant loss. Our first child, who was born in June of 2010, her name was Harmony, was born with a heart defect that was not genetic, not seen until after she was born. And we were up in that same hospital I had my foot surgery in for about 2 months with her until she just became septic and didn't make it. So, that's another, I think, very big area to delve into for people that also need support.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I would agree. I know just on, probably it's almost now two hands that those folks that I have met now as a YouTuber who have experienced the loss of a child. And it is something that no one would ever want. But if anyone would understand that, it would be other parents who have lost their children and have experienced that.
It's something that's kind of taboo, or at least it used to be, and it's where I'm trying to show that it's okay to talk about it.
Yeah,
it's a hard thing, but it needs to be talked about.
Yeah,
yeah,
I agree. And then you talked about your nonverbal daughter who's on the autism spectrum. It is interesting that you say daughter, because girls are very underdiagnosed with autism. Typically, boys are diagnosed with autism 3 times at a 3 times higher rate than girls.
Right.
And but in your case, you said your daughter is nonverbal, so at the other end of the spectrum. Yeah. And thank you for sharing. Thank you for your transparency, because I think it is these types of topics that make YouTube so unique, because you can find so many intersections of communities where how you might show up as a parent, how you might show up as a type 2 diabetic. Do I have that right? You're type 2 diabetic. And, as a parent who has experienced loss and all of the things, someone who might also be experiencing neuropathy. And I hope to be ZEP bound on a GLP-1. I've got an appointment coming up, and I'm so if you are a believer, please say a prayer for Kitty K all day, because my number one issue is excess weight, and I am You just have to admit that that brings with it so many comorbidities. And so when I can eliminate and some of these pounds, it's not an issue when folks go and take their high blood pressure medication, when folks take their uh, diabetes medication, but it's an issue when folks say they're going to use radical steps like taking medication for weight loss on the GLP-1 journey. Why? Why? Yeah, I mean, they give medicine to stop people from smoking,
Yeah,
and it's not a problem. You're encouraged to do that.
yeah, it's so odd how you're encouraged to take medicine for blood pressure and cholesterol and all this stuff, but then when it comes to weight, it's like, well, you should do it the natural way. It's superior. Like, what?
Yeah.
And, if nothing else, I've learned in this past year since I started Monjero that the fact that obesity is really a disease is becoming more prevalent. It's not just bad choice, or it's not bad choices at all. I mean, I guess, that's what a lot of people think too. Well, you just made bad choices. You need to fix yourself. Move on. Well, no. There's a medicine there now that's available that can help.
Yeah.
Why try to do it naturally and continually fail? If there's a way to start gaining years back on your life now.
Yeah, let's start living. Let's start living, because with excess weight, it starts with being overweight, then it starts with being obese, and then super morbidly obese. We see all the reality show type of programs. Well, this reality with having excess weight is dangerous to your health, and it affects your general health and your wellness, your mindset, and your all of the things. So I really hope that I am ZEP bound, and with or without insurance to pay for it, I am going to invest in my health.
Well, there's a lot of insurance that still do cover Zepbound, but if they don't, there's a lot of choices too to pay with cash. And I think the lowest was Zepbound that I've seen without insurance is about $400 a month. But hopefully over time that's going to get better. So
yeah. But you know what? Again, I was thinking about it, and I'm real practical about things like that. And shout out to Gemini Diva for dropping that $2 holler on us. Loving this conversation. Appreciate you, Gemini Diva at 79, and also for sticking and staying with us to help to moderate this stream for us as well. Grant, we've got more questions for you. Let me put this one on the screen for everybody to chime in on, but we'll let you take a gander at it first there, Grant. Here we go. What do you feel now that you've been a creator for all of a week and a half, a week and a few days? What was harder for you, actually starting the channel, staying consistent, getting to 100 subs, and you have about 74, 75 subs from what I saw, or getting to 1,000? Have you even thought about that? Which of these?
Well, that's the part that's overwhelming to me is the 1,000 views. I'm like, wow. And it takes a little while for that studio to pick up on those. It's like it doesn't instantly show like it does on the thumbnail itself. It takes a little while I don't know if it's confirming or verify. I don't know. But so I'm like, I still 0 on that. And I'm like, well, I should have more than 0 hours, but, or 0 views, but well, I guess it's hours I'm thinking about. I'm sorry. You said 1,000 views, but yeah. Now, interesting enough, the very first little test thing I put on about the snow, it got 1,000 views on that short, like in 2 days. I was like, boy, people like snow apparently.
And timely topic. And think about when you put that out, half of the U.S. was covered in snow and probably snowed in at home from work and to school. So you had many, many YouTubers who were shuttered in place, including myself. And so I saw that short, and it was a great one. And Grant, y'all check out the shorts as well when you hop over to binge and enjoy the channel. He's saying, goodbye, winter. I'm over it. And I am too. I'm with you, Grant.
When it takes 3 days for this ice to melt, oh man, it's crazy.
Grant, it took a week. Literally, as you know, we had a small fire here in the kitchen, and yesterday I was outside because that's where they threw the wood cheese board that actually caught on fire. Yeah. They threw it in the well, they didn't throw it, but it was in the front yard,
right?
And there was still ice in the front yard.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what is this? Because ice, it is not. It's not snow. It's not ice. This is something that was created in a lab. It has to be, because it just doesn't make any sense. Those are just my thoughts. But y'all, answer this question in the chat for us, for Grant and I. We want to know what has been harder for you as a content creator, actually taking the leap to begin starting your channel, growing past 100 subs. And Grant, you mentioned you thought it at first it said 1,000 subscribers, but it actually says 1,000 views. But let's talk about why you are just trying to even wrap your mind around that you've got to get to 1,000 subscribers. Would you share that with other creators who might be just as new as you, and why 1,000 subscribers is so important on your journey?
Well, I know that's the level of full monetization is one thing.
Yeah.
And I believe you get partial at 500 now, if I looked at that right. But, you know, starting out, it's just like, man, and, you know, being brand new, you're constantly like, all right, where am I at now? and I'm going to have to learn to step away and just let it be. But, you know, being so fresh and new still, it's hard not to look at it. But, you know, I know at one point mine dropped one. I'm like, oh, no. I said, okay, I'm really can't obsess over this much. But another opinion I got from another creator, and I can't remember who it was right now, but they said you can't take anything personally either. You know, if you look at the watch hours of subscribers compared to non-subscribers and all that stuff, or the completion or the percent watched by subscribers, you just can't think too hard on that. I mean, yeah, you need to analyze that and see what you can do to help that, but at the same time, don't take it personally. So.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Y'all don't take anything personally in the YouTube streets, especially what folks put in the comments. Yeah. And like if you read something, now remember, you're reading someone's written words, so we don't know the tone that they might have intended it.
That's true.
All you know as a YouTuber is the tone that you attached to their words. Yes. I don't know how many times that I have been trying to support another creator, because that's what we do in the Content Creator Collective, and they have read my comments all wrong. And I remember one creator in particular was and still is notorious for just putting the wrong spin on things. And I said, yes, friend. Look, I said, yes, friend. That's exactly what I said, but with none of the tone that you're putting on it. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so be really careful with that, and always, you know, think that folks are coming from a positive, safe mindset, and you know, because you're trying to watch your chat, you're trying to keep the conversation moving forward, you're trying to be energetic and present your best self. If you're live with your camera on, all of those things are happening at once, right? Mm-hmm. And you're watching out for, you know, any trolls or things like that. So it's very easy for you to misread, number one, and then to interpret something that is not what the, you know, commenter meant.
Right.
And so, you know, pause, a pause, and if something, reads crazy, just kind of go on and come back and see if there was a context that you were not seeing, because there might have been other comments that led to that, and it might have been something funny they were trying to say. Just don't take it too seriously. I agree with
Yes.
you on that. And let's see what other folks are saying. Mama 3 is here with us, another creator that I know, and I hope you're connected with as well, Grant. If not, looks like a lot of folks are connecting with you, Grant. And we're a little bit behind in the chat, so let me throw some of these folks up. Gemini Diva is reminding all of us, go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't already done so. Those are all positive ways to connect with the channel. Here's one that you should know. Grant is G2 Country Girl. G2 is a Christian woman, and if you've not connected with G2 Country Girl, it's a 10 out of 10. And let her know that Kendi K sent you that way. And I'm pretty sure that she is connecting with you at this moment, because your channel link is pinned to the top of both of the chat streams, the vertical and the horizontal. Yeah. And let's go. How about we go over now and pick up another question that was dropped down in a community post from earlier, and we had a couple sitting in there, and I was able to put them
I noticed Gemini Diva did say that staying consistent is hard for her.
It is. It is. Are you seeing that in a week and a half?
Well, it's just all these ideas, trying to narrow them down and pick something to go with next. But like you said, that ask thing, I'm going to run it by him too.
Ask Studio. It's called Ask Studio. And if you're in the desktop edition of YouTube, and it also is, you can also see it also on your cell phone app for YouTube Studio as well. But as a person of a particular age, I just love to see things bigger, and it works better for me. Question came in: why do I see 2 thumbnails for Shop Talk? This episode, like all episodes of Shop Talk, are just live Q&A for the YouTube content creator. That's all we do on Shop Talk, is talk about YouTube and being content creators on YouTube. And that is the only social media that I do at this moment. So let's talk a little bit about that, Grant. The reason why you are seeing 2 thumbnails each time, I'm now working as hard as I can as a part-time content creator. The reason why you see 2 thumbnails is because we are in fact optimized during Shop Talk using the multi-aspect ratio streaming, the Mars feature. We talked about it at the top of this episode of Shop Talk. And so it allows the viewer to pick their way that they want to access Shop Talk, either in the horizontal or landscape view, which is typically optimized for viewing on your TV, on your computer, or on a tablet. And then the mobile is typically the vertical view. And if you look really carefully, though, if you check the description, I typically, and in the title, you'll see a little mobile phone so that you'll know which version you're going in on. And now I've tried to tweak the thumbnails so that it's more clear to make sure you're on the right optimized view for your screen, your viewing preference. And we want to thank the Low Carb Queen, someone that we both know, don't we, Grant?
Yes.
Low Carb Queen asked me that question, and so I created a slide about it for Shop Talk. Thank you for chiming in there, Low Carb Queen. Grant, do you feel like you will ever get to using and trying out the Mars feature through StreamYard, or through, now it's offered directly through YouTube Studio?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try first, I believe, now that Jen brought that out. I'm going to probably try both on my first live, as long as that chat is combined, like I'm hoping.
Yeah, there is a bit of a disconnect, because we do have one chat running through StreamYard, but it is pulling, and it doesn't allow the folks who are sitting over here on the vertical stream to interact with the folks who are sitting over here on the horizontal stream. So it does create a bit of a barrier. And it's America's High Vibe Coach is joining us. Lala, the High Vibe Coach, plant-based nutrition, is joining us as well. Did you get to see Manjaro Journey with Pam? Pam looks like
he's another big supporter of me, I tell you.
We're all supporting for you and rooting for you. I have hit the bell over on your channel and set my notifications to all. So anytime you put out new content, I will be notified of that. That's be it long format videos, live streams. So I'll be looking forward to you hosting your own live streams. And I will attempt to, once you get monetized, they do give you a it bit more access to helps and live help. And so I will email you after this live stream, Grant. Actually, it'll be a little bit later, possibly tomorrow. I'll email you and see if I can try to just share your case and ask them to take a look. Because once you are monetized, you are able to reach a person.
Yes.
And not just
well, one thing I was going to mention too, that YouTube just did not really point out too well. I just really stumbled onto it, was when you're first getting activated and all that, under the settings and channel area, they have what eligibility you're at. You know, is your standard features enabled? Is your intermediate features just enabled? And are your advanced features enabled? And, you know, as long as I don't think these require anything really to get to, you just have to enable them. Except for the advanced, it does require you to do either an ID verification, a video verification, or just a lot more channel history. What's that mean?
This should help a lot.
Yeah. So that's something I did the other day, was I did that video verification, and now I have the advanced features enabled as well. So
so you're getting there. You are getting there. And again, even with 74 subscribers, that, because let me tell you, so that you'll know exactly how well you're doing. You are doing so well. Grant, I went through YouTube. I started my YouTube in January 2024. And then in November, end of November and December 2024, over the December holidays, Grant, I didn't even have 100 subscribers after a full year on YouTube.
Wow.
So when you tell me that in a week and a half, you have amassed 74 humans around the world who believe enough in you to hit subscribe, that's pretty darn amazing. So now that maybe will help you to see that you're doing so super well, and good for you. Keep going and keep growing.
Got 3 more, 77 now.
Yes. Yes. 74 times 74 times 74 times 74.
Yeah,
we speak that over your channel. And it's amazing. I went a whole year. And I probably by November or the first part of December only had 74 subscribers. Wow. And you did it in a little over a week. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. I just hope the momentum keeps going.
It will, because you just show up in the world as a kind human, and what you put out in the YouTube streets is exactly what you will get back. Here's another creator supporting Grant Campbell. Hey, family, listening in from the bushes. Grant, when you want to tell folks what that means when folks say they're in the bushes, because we don't know where people are in their YouTube journey. They might just still even be thinking about starting their own YouTube channel. So what does that mean when they say in the bushes?
No, they're just not in participating in the chat, and they're still watching and everything, but just not participating and chatting with everybody. I like JC Clement James says, I like saying in the clouds. It sounds a little better.
Yeah, to me, when you stop and think about it, and she was the first one to point it out. I guess I had not really thought about it before until she pointed it out. It tends to maybe have a negative connotation, like in the bushes, like you're sneaking around, prowling around.
Right.
Ain't nobody doing that. But it just simply means, like, you know, we're both remote workers and work our full-time jobs remotely at home. So during the day, I am highly tuned in to my full-time job that pays my full-time bills every 30 days. So I can, of course, listen to talk radio. I can do anything I want. I can listen on my earbuds and everything, but I won't be actively in the chat. Monday through Friday because I am in fact working my full-time job. And so that's what we mean, is that we are supporting each other, and we can do that if your job allows you to do that from the bushes, or sometimes I'm in my recliner,
There
enjoying
you go.
my recliner wrapped up under my favorite chocolate fur blanket. It's a vegan fur, by the way. And so not real fur at all, just what they call vegan fur. And yeah, I'm just being me, enjoying and looking at everyone from the TV, laughing it up, usually laughing and talking back to the TV. But what I'm not doing is I'm resting my 50-year-old eyes, Grant. And so I do that a lot too. And but still supporting. And as new creators, as creators of any size, don't ever underestimate the number of people and the longevity that they might be watching your content.
Yes.
The retention statistics are largely coming from folks who never comment or might not ever hit the like button.
It's true.
Your community, as a community of viewers and regular viewers and subscribers, is vast, right? You can never put a number on it because you don't know how many folks are engaging with your content,
Yes.
but will never, ever, ever email you, hit the like button, or drop a comment. So don't underestimate those folks. In fact, talk to those people, call them out, and say, if all you're doing is watching my channel, then you have done enough. I sincerely thank you. And Grant and I thank you for being here. If you're catching this on the replay, I thank you. And do, if you can, if you care to, drop down in the comments and let us know that you came by.
Yes, thank you for subscribing, Kai, and Gemini, I see. And I think hopefully somebody's moderated that.
Oh goodness! And you're gonna I was done in the silence because we normally don't get that. So.
Well, that brings up another good thing to keep an eye on is StreamYard does not remove comments that have been moderated, unfortunately. So if that had been moderated, it will still pop up on this side. And we've learned that on Anchor Moments.
I was like this, huh?
Yeah,
I was so in silence because at this time of day, that's another point for creators. At this time of day, it is rare that you're going to get a lot of trolling happening. But just when you think you understand it, that's YouTube.
I was just trying to point that out because it is something to kind of watch out for. Because StreamYard, I guess, doesn't have a totally live connection. So if something gets deleted, it won't delete here. So I'm like, oh man, that stinks. But I definitely appreciate moderators just as much as you, I'm sure.
Absolutely. And I think inevitably, if you are going to do live streaming, it's important to find you don't need 50 moderators. You just need one or two. And always just lean on. I've got a couple of videos about how to select good moderators for your channel. If you're not going to do a lot of live streaming and you're just going to put out long format videos, y'all go at the pace that works for you, where you feel comfortable. There is not a single way for you to grow a channel. There is not a single way or method for you to grow a YouTube channel. Some folks don't have a problem with going slower. And then some people are saying, hey, I've met a lot of cool people and let's just go. And you and your lovely wife are going to work together as a team. That is amazing. That's the way that I would tell anybody to do it if you can. Yes. Work with your friend. If you don't have a partner or a spouse, work with a good buddy or friend or two or three, and y'all grow one channel together and see where you could take that thing.
Absolutely.
And everyone's saying hello to Key, and it's spelled K-I-E, but it's short for Keisha. And so we pronounce that Key. And so glad that she has already connected with you. And that's what we do for Shop Talk. Thank you all for joining in. I see that G2 Country Girl is using some of the custom emojis. And Grant, I want to thank you for being a member of Kendi K's crew.
Welcome. Yeah, I actually joined on both my accounts to you were my test to see if that made my chat appear on your channel. It's if I've joined as a member, but that didn't matter.
We're gonna get that figured out for you. Yeah, we're gonna have to use AI, and we're gonna have to work together. That's what we do. As creators, supporting and helping other creators. And so, y'all, if anyone does know why Grant is unable to use his brand new channel that is doing so well, that he still is not able to reply to comments and to comment from his new YouTube channel. And Grant, you said something earlier that I want to make sure we talk about. Mm-hmm. You were talking about it's still not showing that you have all of your subs that you gained. Is that what you said earlier?
No, I was saying all the watch hours.
Oh, watch hours. Watch hours are typically, it used to be about 2 days behind, but at times, and there's so many folks starting channels.
Yeah.
At times it can go up to 5, sometimes 7 days.
Wow.
Behind. Yes. So don't look at that at all. Just keep it all in perspective and say, well, yeah. And it usually does try to give you the date, and that will let you know, oh yeah, they're trending 5 days behind now. Yeah. But sometimes 7. Now it does get better once you reach initial monetization with 500 subs, and then to full monetization, it becomes more accurate. But the closer you get to 500 subs and 1,000 subs, because you're going to, be invited to the YouTube Partner Program, they're going to slow it down really, because then they're verifying. They're verifying in batches that these are actually good subs as required for monetization at 500 subs and again at 1,000 subs. And so it's just doing its due diligence, and it's just the YouTube supercomputers being the YouTube supercomputers. But y'all, this is a global network, YouTube. And so we're talking millions of folks. But we are 1 in a million because we actually started our YouTube channel and our YouTube journeys. Do you want to go ahead and help me to co-host a mini edition of our channel parade?
Sure, go for it.
All right, let's go and let's grow. And we're going to have, you won't be able to see Grant and I, but we'll be providing color commentary to go with these great channels. We're going to start with Living It with Sandra James. I'll take that one, Grant, and you can do the next one. Okay. Sandra James is a cancer survivor, and she is not just surviving, she is in fact thriving. And she has been with us. She also works from home during the day. And she has been with us already on this stream. So I suspect that she is in the bushes, or as Calamity Jane says, in the clouds, just listening at this point. But y'all check out Living It with Sandra James. Thank you for being a member of Kendi K's Core Crew. Do you know this creator, Grant?
I believe, she's chatting right now, isn't she? No, I have never met Lala. Is that what she goes by?
Yeah.
But I tell you, she's got some great detail on that banner. I mean,
isn't it lovely?
Yeah, it looks like she grows her own produce there. Wow.
She's got growing hands. She knows how to grow a channel, and she knows how to grow children. She's a parent as well. Wow. And friends, her vibe is she is vegan, and she talks all about plant-based nutrition. She's one of the top commenters, and she holds the crown for being one of who have helped me to co-host ShopTalk more times than anyone else, except for maybe that guy Kyle Vlog. Thank you to both of those people, and thank you, Grant, for helping me to co-host this episode.
Anytime.
Of ShopTalk.
Anytime.
Grant, I'll let you share that one. Give us a little mini spiel about your channel.
Well, I wanted to get, and I still need to edit that banner a little bit, but it's got most of it. Look, it's hard to get that top banner to really fit the dimensions that it allows you to have. It's not very big, but on the vertical end at least. But I wanted just to show something with the path there, showing, life's a journey in itself, and
the journey,
notating the GLP-1 aspect of it, but in so many other ways too. And, I've been trying to be consistent using that logo and thumbnails and all just to help build my recognizability, if that's a word. So when people see that, I'm like, oh, we know who that is. So.
Yep, and there we have it. We have Lala, the high vibe coach, plant-based nutrition, and Grant. Let me share this with you. Don't be so hard on yourself. That channel banner, that banner at the top, is gorgeous. It's a 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah,
that is one of the. It's just wow. It is beautiful, as is your channel profile pic, what would be in the circle. Typically, folks use an image of themselves, but you have been one with your channel pic that is not a image of yourself, but wow, it is just gorgeous.
Thank you.
It represents you and your wife's channel so well. Go ahead.
Some people might be wondering why one just says Faithful GLP-1 and one has Grants. I was trying to make the transition a little easier for people, so that's why I put my name at the front of the handle. I possibly might change that just to Faithful GLP-1 Journey one day, but I'm going to leave it that way for now.
Yep. You can change your channel name every 14 days. So again, it's part of the journey. It's part of the journey, and try it, because while we're new and small, this is the best time to make those changes. And we don't want to get 500,000 and then try to make big changes to our channel name. We want to get all of that and figure that stuff out right now. Have a growth mindset is what I would remind you of. And Lala is connected to you now.
Thank you.
Here, go ahead.
All right, Vicky's World. 2 moms, is that what that said?
Oh, wait a second. I took it down, didn't I?
There it is. World 2 moms. Okay, that's cool. Looks like they might be adopting kids. Is that true?
Yes, she is the mom of 2, biracial adoptive mother of 2, and
dog too. There we go.
And dog mom.
I think she was on something not too long ago.
Yeah, she was on Sunday's edition of ShopTalk. Yes, she was celebrating a win. Also on a weight loss journey, just like you and I are, Grant. And she has been working out and chronicling it on her YouTube channel for 50 days. So she started way back, I think the end of November, early part of December, and has now done 50 days of workouts.
Wow, that's awesome.
That is awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely awesome. Y'all, this episode of Shop Talk is brought to you by PoundCakeExperts.com, featuring 50 gourmet flavors of pound cake. Check out PoundCakeExperts.com, featuring sugar-free, vegan, and gluten-free options. Visit Pound Cake Experts on all social medias.
Oh, I know Michelle. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Michelle's Mirror. She's another great supporter, no doubt, and one I've met. Trying to remember all the channels I've seen her on, Kim J's Sweet and Healthy Life, and Swans, and all kinds of places. So I love that banner as well. I mean, that's where my eyes always go first, and how cool that is, how it's actually reflecting that. That is cool.
That is another super cool one. I'm still giving yours a 10 out of 10. It looks perfect because there is no perfection as a YouTuber. No. Keep that in mind as well.
No, but you need to keep it as unique as you, if you can. So that's definitely a great unique one for reflecting her name. And that's another thing I was trying to do, is reflect in my name, the banner from my name. Just try to keep it all connected if we can.
Yeah. So that when folks know your channel ID, your channel handle behind the @sign, they also then know that you are Grant.
Yes.
I get it. And Michelle's Mirror is also part of the GLP-1 community.
Yes.
And she also co-hosted Shop Talk as well.
Yeah.
So shout out to Michelle's Mirror. And y'all, our winter edition of Shop Talk for February and March will commence every Tuesday and Thursday as my full-time work schedule allows. So always look for your thumbnail, and then we'll always have the Sunday edition of Shop Talk. Let's do one more.
Yeah.
Do you know Brenda Huckleby?
I've seen her in other lives before, but I'll have to subscribe to her.
Check her
Good
out.
morning. Hi there. Huh. That is cool. I like that gorge picture. Almost looks like the somewhere around my home. I'm near a big old River Gorge Bridge here, and
Isn't that gorgeous? That
yeah.
picture, that image. I said, "Oh my goodness, wherever that is, I want to see it in person."
Yeah,
It looks absolutely amazing. And y'all, we'll get ready to come down from this place. Am I going the wrong way? Okay, last one. Do you know Simply Debbie Sue?
Again, another name I've seen, but I haven't gotten to know her channel yet. Looks very nice. Something to do with flowers, I'm assuming.
Simply Debbie Sue is the quintessential Southern lady. She is a senior lady, a seasoned woman of a particular age in comparison to us, Grant, and you're going to love Simply Debbie Sue. And so check her out. And if you like the vibe, and then you know what to do, subscribe. Y'all, thank you all for joining us for this episode of Shop Talk. We have a creator spotlight, my very first creator spotlight with Grant Campbell. He and his wife have taken the plunge. They've leveled up in 2026, and they are now working to grow their own channel. Thank you all for being here. Grant, thank you for joining us.
I want to say how much it's an honor to be your first one, and for you to help me grow, not only by doing this, but by continuing to provide content that helps me. If you don't mind, I would like to thank a few people right quick.
Go ahead. Absolutely. This is a great time.
Anchor Moments has been vital in getting me started. Gina and Jeff over there. If you've never seen their channel, they're big GLP-1 supporters.
I've heard of their channel. Yeah. Oh, yes. I think I saw their thumbnail yesterday.
Yes. Well, and of course, Tracy's Twan's life. She's continuing to help me, and she's just been such inspiration over this past year as well. And then, of course, JC, Calamity Jane, and Darium, as we've already said, and then Kim J and Felicia, and Health at Any Cost is another one I don't know if you've ever heard of, but her name's Barb, and she's really inspirational on her GLP-1 journey. So that's another one that's really, and Mayor Mindy, she doesn't have a channel, but she's like Darium, such a great supporter in these streets. So, that's most of them, and I'm sorry if I left you out, but those, I had to give a shout out to them. So
no problem at all. And you should, because again, if they have supported you in moments like these, this is what we call cross-pollinating. When you share out the channels that you watch and that you support in your community, who are your A1 day ones, is being able to cross-pollinate those audiences, and so that we can connect our viewers with your viewers and back and forth. And I am so super pleased with the way that the GLP-1 community has embraced me as I use the GLP-1 community and lean on them and lean on folks like Grant to learn more about their weight loss journey utilizing the GLP-1s. I'm talking about, how do you navigate this insurance? What does that look like from an insurance appeal standpoint? And y'all check out Grant and really binge watch his content, especially his diabetic foot story. It is indeed a testimony. And I can't wait to see how your channel grows. And we wish you nothing but success, Grant, and thank you again for being my first creator spotlight for Shop Talk.
All right.
Goodbye for now.
Bye-bye.